But you don't like it.
It needs to die out. Oh, I'm
really?
watching the stream.
You used to love it.
I did. Up until like season 6.
What happened? It just got corny?
Yes.
Well, there you go. Oh, there we go. I guess we're live pretty quickly. All right. So, I think we're live. Jamstrat, how you doing? Gregorius, everybody. I'm not going to scream like somebody else screams.
Okay.
Yeah. Want this for my boy, says the new troll. Okay, so anyways, we are going to give this a roll. I painted everything up. Justin, you are going to be Stitch.
Stitch,
Why
yeah.
don't you show Stitch on the line there?
It's our boy, Stitch.
Stitch. We have...
Lumpy.
What's your name again?
Lumpy.
Lumpy? Okay.
Wait,
Okay,
or do you want my real name?
Who are you?
I don't know anymore.
Alexis is with us, and she is going to be playing Lumpy. And we have the ever famous and popular Mimi, who is going to be Flops. And, of course, I'm going to be Theodora, of course. Is Leland going to catch this feed? What do you mean, Leland's not here? Oh, my God. Okay, we're just going to pretend that he's not here. Oh, I got to put this in here. Oh, he is. Hello, Rob in chat. Oh, he made it. Nice. All right, so anyways, unfortunately, we're going to have to spoil some things for you, but we're not going to go too far into the story. That way, you know, if you're interested in this game, you'll enjoy it, or maybe you won't. I don't know. I think it's very fascinating. It's a unique thing. Everything's played out of the book. And I'm going to read a whole bunch of this, so there's going to be some reading here. And I will try to do it as quickly as possible, and then we will get to the game. I'm going to be the bookkeeper, of course. So I will not be looking at the chat. So if there's a question for me, Leland, please make sure that I see it at some point once I'm done reading. Thank you. Bookkeeper reads the following. Okay, so here we go. This is called The Big Girl Bed. Mommy and Daddy exchanged nervous glances as they watched their little girl climb into her new big girl bed. Oh, I guess she was a small girl at one time. Remember?
Everyone is.
Yes. It was a beautiful bed, purple and blue, with fancy headboard, and the little girl had fallen in love with it from the moment she saw it. They had brought it home in a big box, and Daddy spent the afternoon in the garage assembling it. She napped in it a couple of times already, but this was the first night it would replace her crib. Mommy cried a little that day when Daddy took the crib apart. The little girl felt strangely sad, too, when she watched Daddy pack up the crib in the attic. But she was a big girl now.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
Yes, you are. And this was a big girl bed. Her parents tucked her in, and Daddy stroked her hair while Mommy, with a lump in her throat, sang a sweet bedtime song. When they tippy-toed away, they left the bedroom door cracked open, and inside the room, everything grew still. The little girl's breathing slowed. The kitty clock... Oh, didn't you have a kitty clock?
I do.
Okay. The kitty clock on the wall tick-tocked. Tick-tock. One by one, all of the lights in the house went out, and soon Mommy and Daddy were in bed. Tick-tock. Theodora Stuffins sat up. Sat up in the new big girl bed, and giving a stretch, marveled at her surroundings. What had happened to the crib? She rubbed her glass eyes and leaned over to make sure the little girl slept soundly. Where are we, Thea? Asked a droopy voice. Where did all the bars go? Lumpy, the stuffed elephant... Oh, boy. Where was I? Oh, Lumpy, the stuffed elephant, looked around with an anxious concern. I don't know, Lump, said Theodora. It was like this when I woke up. I'm scared, Lumpy whispered. Flops landed between the two of them and giggled.
Boy!
The two of them, with a giggle, her long ears flying all around. I like it, Flops declared. It's nice and bouncy. Flops, hissed Theodora. Knock off all the jumping. You know better. So, it has happened at last, said Stitch.
That's me.
That's you, boy. As he gave a Pepe the Frog pose,
I don't
they
think
turned.
it says that.
No, oh, it doesn't say that? Okay, all right, never mind. They turned to see the frayed old timer hobble towards them. Stitch, oh, you're an old timer. Boy, maybe I should play Stitch. Stitch had already served under the girl's mother during her growing years. He had a limp and a mismatched button eye, but the others dearly loved the old wise doll. What has happened, Mr. Stitch? Asked Theodora. This is it, said Stitch. This is what we signed up for. Before now, we were merely companions, our young charge protected by the magic of her crib, but tonight she sleeps in a big girl bed. And so, at last, our service begins in true. He will come for her, and we will protect her. Who will come for her, Mr. Stitch? Creptus, the Nightmare King. He will send his minions for this sweet child, and only we will be able to protect her. The very thought of it made the old doll puff up his chest in pride. Creptus wondered, Theodora, I didn't think he was real. Could we pay someone else to do it? Whispered Lumpy. Boy, Lumpy, you're a coward. Much safer that way. I think it might be wise, Stitch suggests, to split up and search the house for provisions. Thea? I trust your advice, Mr. Stitch, said Theodora. Let's do this. Gather the discovery cards for the story, and without looking at them, place them face down, stacked near the play area. Whoop. In the story, Piglet and Lionel are not available for a player. Choose as her stuffy. You've not met them yet. So we're going to go to page 5. We don't worry about this yet. And section 1. So we're going to move everybody out of the way so we can advance the story. So let's check and see what's going on here. I think this game would be great for group therapy for elementary age children. Could be. Jerry B, how are you? Is that our Jerry?
Yes, I think.
Hey, Jerry. Ask questions for Rob now, says Big Bang. So if you got something, this would be a good time. Now, as you can see, we are turning the page. We put the storyboard towards the camera, so there's going to be some things going on here. I'll explain as we go. Hello, Helen Adams. How are you? Good to see you. Oh, the other thing, I want to move this, and let me move this so I can see where we're at. Very good. Excellent. In and out, opening ceremonies start in 30 minutes. This is the opening ceremony of this game. I don't know.
Does it really start tonight, the Olympics?
Yeah, the opening ceremonies were last night, but there you go. All right. I saw QR codes on the page. What are they for? These here, if you scan them, and I will do that. I just have my phone. Mimi? Oh, jeez. Man, I'm doing really badly here. Hold on, guys.
The story was so innocent, and then it's like, Creptus, the evil lord.
Yeah, I mean, just like that.
It's like, what the heck?
It went pretty sour fast. I just
Do you
have
need
my
your phone?
phone.
Let me see if I can find it. Go ahead.
Hold on. No, it's
Was
over
it
here.
underneath the
Because I
box?
didn't move. Huh?
Was it underneath one of the boxes?
Oh, no, here it
maybe?
is.
It's pretty
Here it
wild
is.
too.
Okay, so what happens here is... Whoops, I hit
Some
the
of the
table.
weapons have like blood on them and stuff.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does
there
get...
was like a butcher
it
and a
can-
kitchen knife.
Now, how do you scan things?
I don't know.
You need an app
You need
to
an
do
app
that.
to do it.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe there's an app that's associated
The
with this
QR
game.
scanner.
You don't need it to play, do you?
No, you don't.
Okay. Oh, does it like?
Oh,
read
the camera.
voices or
No,
something?
hold on. You just go to camera.
Is it really gonna let you do that with the camera? I
Huh?
doubt it.
You don't
It's
think so?
No, it's just gonna let you take a picture with it. Oh, look at that. Open.
Oh, okay, there we go. And you just put it in there, and it opens up, and it's going to go to our very good friend, Mr. Okay, there we go. So we did that. And where does it go? It goes right to Rodney Smith. Okay, watch it played, and he'll explain that certain area in case you have a problem understanding it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
It opens up like a YouTube
it's like
video.
help.
Yeah, it opens up a YouTube video for my good friend Rodney. So there you go. I explained that. See, Rodney gave you a little push there. My copy should arrive from M&M Tuesday. Looking forward to painting and playing this game. Very cool. All right, so here we go. We're going to keep on going here. Again, Leland, let me know if anybody, after I'm done reading. The bookkeeper reads the following. One by one, the stuffy slid off the bed and tippy-toed out of the room, being careful not to make a sound. But as they moved through the dark house, the ominous purple glow began to form underneath the big girl's bed. And from out of that glow came long, spidery legs. Uh-oh. Each player looks through the item deck for a weapon card of her choice with the keyword kitchen or study. We have already done that stage to speed things along, folks. Go to section 5-2. Freshly provisioned. The stuffies returned to the little girl's room, but as they pushed the door open, a frightening scene was revealed to them. Scuttling around the room were minions with a multitude of spidery legs, and yet these were no spiders. Their bodies were as large as household cats, and they made their home in the heads of old baby dolls. Crawlies have come early, gasped Stitch. Look at that light, exclaims Theodora, pointing at the eerie purple glow. They're coming from under the bed. Grab a number of crawlies and place their cards equal to the number of stuffies in play. We have 4 stuffies in play, so we have 4 crawlies out and about. On the space on the bed marked with whatever, and I'm going to put them since I am there. Oh, there you go.
Look like...
Pretty creepy.
Yeah, this is very much a child game.
Well,
Definitely for children.
Oh, they all are out?
yes, they all are because we have 4 players. The one goes on the space, and then they have to be adjacent. You can be diagonal to be adjacent, just to let you guys know. Okay. Okay, rule explanation. I'm explaining as I go. Is Rob the DM and the kids the players? No, we're all playing together. There we go. Okay. So, now, each player is going to place their stuffy figure on an adjacent space marked with the thing. So, we're going to decide where we're going to go. Okay, so, Stitch, do you want to, since I'm going to go first, I probably should go here.
The pencil is like a pole arm. It reaches. He's not really tough, so he should probably be in the back.
Okay, so he's in the back. Mimi, you are ranged,
so
so you can go right there. And then, how about we put you right here, Alexis, where it's kind of safe for now.
That's not adjacent.
It is adjacent. Oh, adjacent. That's right. Okay. Good call, Justin. Okay, starting with the bookkeeper, starting with the bookkeeper and proceeding to the left, players will take turns until all the crawlies have been defeated or all the stuffies have collapsed. If at the end of any player turn, the threat track has a number of dice on it equal to the number of crawlies in play, the crawlies will take a turn. When all the minions have been defeated, each stuffy gains 1 heart. And then we'll go to second 3. Okay, so we're going to begin the game. Now, I'm the first player, so what's going to happen is that... Hello, Nathaniel. How are you? So I'm going to go. Now, I'm going to draw 5 dice out of here. So I'm going to explain to you, and I'm going to put the dice out there so you can see what's going on. Each color dice has a purpose. So, I'm going to grow 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, all right. So 5 dice have been taken. Now, these are melee dice, which is all fine. This is a move dice, or depending on your card. Now, my weapon is a close combat weapon. I get a +1 for every one of these that I roll. Now, if I roll these 2 together to perform 1 attack against a crawly, I can get +1 for each dice. Now, to kill the crawlies, as you can see, they all have different shapes. So when I attack that one, whatever one, it's going to matter because there's a leader and there are other ones as well.
Is there supposed to be a leader?
No, that is the leader right there. It says right here, leader.
Okay.
And then there are normal ones there. So
that's the one with the circle base. base.
This can be either used for range attack or movement. This is a wild. You can use it for anything that you want to do. So, this yellow one. So first I'm going to find stuffing. Since I don't have any white dice and I have 5 stuffing, I'm fine. I don't need to find any stuffing. Find stuffing is adding to your hit points more or less. And I'm going to show you on the card. We have these cute little stuffing tokens, as you can see right here. And I'm just going to try to explain this as we go. And as you can see, that goes there. I have 5 of those on my card. These hearts we're not going to worry about because we're not going to run into that in the first turn. But I do have an ability that I can use. Once per turn, while taking a turn with Theodora, you may swap one of your attribute dice for an attribute dice in the discard pool. Now what that means is once I use a dice, I can put it in the discard. It goes into a discard pool. So I can swap a dice that I have left, swap it out to do something else with it. So I have my next thing is to perform actions. And each dice color has a certain action. Now, the yellow would be for search, but I can use that as a defense dice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into my reserve. There's a little reserve area here. Okay. You're going to want to use that as defense because these things are going to attack with authority if they get a chance. So that's one. The other one here is I'm going to move. I'm going to roll this, and that's how many spots I can move. So I'm going to move 6. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't attack through a green line in melee, but Mimi can shoot through a green line. So that's my move. Now I'm going to attack. I have attack dice. So this one, if you notice, the bases are all different shape. So the guy I'm going to be attacking is this guy right here. And he has a 5. So I'm going to roll both these dice to make sure that I hit him and kill him. So, by the way, this is gone. This is now a wild card. So I'm going to...
You do 2 attacks.
Yeah, I could do 2 attacks. I could take a chance and hope I can roll a 4. Or I can attack... No, I'm better off and then moving out of the way.
With the purple.
With the purple, yeah. So I'm going to roll these 2. I'm going to get +2 because you get, when performing a melee attack, add 1 red, add 1 to red die results. So if I roll 2 red dice, I get a +2. All I need is a 5. Kaboom. Would have killed him anyways. 6, 7, 8. 8 is greater than 5. He is discarded. We'll just put him over here for now. And these 2 are going to move up.
I read the cards.
Yeah.
For this guy who is the leader.
Yeah.
He has the circle base. If he gets a turn, he's going to bring them back to life.
Well, we can't have that, can we? Now, I'm going to get a button because I killed our friend here. If you can just open that up and just give me 1 button. So those 2 are gone. And now I'm going to roll this dice, and I'm going to use it as a movement die. Oh, by the way, he's gone. We'll put him right here for now. Thank you. I get 1 button. This is almost like money, so you can buy things with it. That'll be explained to you later in the game. Now, what's going to happen is I can move 4. So I probably want to get out of your guys' way. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to just be here so in case I don't get a movement die, I could probably attack somebody. And I can absorb something. So now, all these dice have been used. They get put into the pool. We check threat. There is no threat because there's no black dice here. So they do not get to go. All right, the reason... Okay, making sure that happened. Now, Justin, it will be Justin's turn.
All right, so I take 5 dice, correct?
Yes, I'm going to be checking the things. Getting ready to close up the office. Have a good game, guys. Kick some crawly butt. That was from Jerry. Okay, so this automatically goes here, and the threat level is now increased.
Now what happens? Nothing.
Okay, nothing happens. Remember, it has to be equal to
The monsters. So
the monsters for them to go.
Okay. So the blue doesn't really do anything.
Nope. So you can put that in your reserve.
Okay. The yellow is to search. What does that mean?
Well, there's nothing to search, so that's a useless die.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Okay?
So now I could use one to move,
And then one to attack.
one to attack. Okay, so I'm gonna move.
Check your check your abilities too. Don't put the dice back in the bag. They stay out until you run out of dice or something like that. That's not the way. Is it? Hold on. Okay. I had a green. Let me just double check that. Because I can remember what I had. I had 2 reds. 2 reds.
It makes sense because they
Agree.
want you to draw out all the black dice.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. See, I didn't get that. I thought, oh, it's after everybody goes, all the dice go to the pool. Misfit, the rules referee. Okay, so I had another red. And I had a thing. Okay, so that...
Yep. That's exactly what
That's
you
exactly what I had. All right.
So I moved 2 spaces. Now I have an ability
Okay.
that I want to utilize.
Okay.
Oh, I have this pink dice is the one that I have left.
Okay.
Okay. So once per game, choose a space to attack. My range is 3. So 1, 2, 3. I choose this space. Once per game, choose a space to attack. Any minion on that space and also all adjacent spaces are affected by this attack. So
Okay.
I'm attacking them all.
Okay. You can do that
Once per game.
once per game. Okay. Go ahead.
So I get +1 to my roll.
Oh, do you see that yellow die, though? That yellow die can be used with your thing to get a plus.
Only for searching.
Oh,
That's only when searching I get plus yellow.
Oh, okay.
And when attacking I get plus green.
okay.
The pencil does do 2 things.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll and I get +1 to my roll, but I'm attacking them all at the same time.
Okay. 6.
So they're all dead.
So you killed them all.
Yes. Because 6 + 1 is 7. I mean,
Now, is there a range with that?
Make sure I did this right. Yeah, ranged weapon, and it has 3 in the brackets. So the range is 3.
Okay, range
So it's
3.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but
And then the ability attacks all adjacent spaces.
ah.
See if you look at the bottom of the
When
pencil.
performing a range attack, add 1 to the green die roll result. Oh, but that's not a green die. Okay, so you wouldn't get +1, but you did roll a 6.
So it still gets them, though. Yeah.
Okay, when performing a yellow skill, once per game, choose a space to attack. Any minion on that space or adjacent space is affected by that attack. So you get 3.
That's right, boy!
So you get, you get 3. Wow, that was a very quick situation there. Okay, there we go. Wow. That's bringing it old school. Okay. So now we go down to section 5.3. The crawlies fought back, but only half-heartedly appeared. Oh, no, you just did the Pepe. Okay, so those guys all go away. Fought back, but only half-heartedly appeared to be more interested in stealing random items throughout the bedroom. Don't let them take a single thing, declared Theodora. But 2 crawlies slipped back under the bed carrying a comb and a single sock. The stuffies fought bravely, but they could not keep odds and ends from being smuggled in the purple glow. Flops saw a crawly drag away a little girl's beloved baby blanket. It was too much to bear. Oh no, you don't, she cried, and she dove forward, grabbing a corner of the blanket. But the crawly vanished under the bed, and suddenly Flops found herself sliding across the floor at a dangerous pace. Stitch grabbed a hold of Flop's legs, and Thea and Lumpy threw themselves on top of the bunny. Together, all 4 were able to hold on to the blanket onto the blanket, each other, and one of the big girl's bed's feet. Well done, Stuffies, called Stitch. Now pull back. They slowly began to reel the blanket back out of the glow. It's working, Theodora exclaimed. We're doing it. But then there was a big tug, and as if some unforeseen force from within the glow was working against them. And just like that, Lumpy lost his grip on the bed. He only had time to whisper, "Oh no," before all four of them were yanked into the purple unknown below the bed.
Oh no.
And with that, the light vanished. The bedroom was dark and silence once again. And up on the big girl's bed, the sweet little girl held herself and shivered as she slept. Go to page 7, section 7-1. All right, so everybody get their stuffies.
That's the good outcome?
Hold on. Well, this is just story. We're doing story 1. This is only like the prelim. Killer Rabbit. If only you could hit that good in other games.
What's up, Killer Rabbit? Welcome.
Man,
That's my friend. Welcome.
he just called you out, bro. The dice go back in the bag at the beginning of each new page. How does this compare to Mice and Mystics? We're trying to find out. All right, so here we go. So now things get.
So wait, is once per game every page?
Yes.
Nice.
No, I don't know about that. I think that was once per
It
game.
says once per game. Choose a space to attack, and you can attack all adjacent space. Do you want me to look in the book while you read it?
Yeah, why don't you?
It's a great big book of everything. Everything inside.
Yeah, everything's in here that you could possibly need. Return all dice except those stored on cards. Oh, okay, I got one. You got one stored on cards. To the dice bag. Reshuffle the Minion deck. Okay, let's get these guys out. And Mimi is going to shuffle up the Minion deck. Here you go. The bookkeeper passes the bookmark to the player on the left. Well, okay, I could do that because you feel confident enough, right? To start off.
Oh, they want me to read the book?
No, I'll read the book, but you're
Player 1?
You're player 1. You make decisions.
Sure.
Okay. The bookkeeper passes to the bookmark to the left. Oh, so you guys maybe will actually get a turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry, Justin decided to kill everything, which is pretty good. Now we all get 1 heart. That's right. Congratulations, you did nothing, but you get a heart. You did nothing, you get a heart. You should get like 2 hearts, dude.
I agree.
I know. Okay. And the bookkeeper reads the following. They pummeled through the dirty haze air, screaming as the ground rushed up to meet them. Theodore hit first quickly, followed by Flops and Stitch. My poor head, moaned Flops. Second, before Lumpy landed right on top of her, the squeaker in his leg is giving out a shrill toot. Get off, she called from underneath. So sorry, Lumpy said, and he rolled away. Where are we? He asked in terror. The Stuffies all looked around at the strange landscape. They appeared to have landed on a giant mound of toys that stretched up into the sky. Past the mound was a barren land covered with countless more heaps of toys. Oh, that one gets put.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. That reached for the dirty brown sky above. Here and there, crawlies scuttled through the waste, picking at choice parts. Farther in the distance, the Stuffies could see a huge factory belching oily smoke in the sky, and large machines on spiked treads that rumble over the landscape, probing with their cruel pincher arms. It's terrible, whispered Flops. I've heard of this place before, said Stitch sadly. It's called the Fall, a world between worlds, filled with toys that are now lost. But who would lose their toys? Asked Lumpy, and tears began to form in his eyes. What's up with you, Alexa, with all the tears? We have to figure out a way to get home to our little girl, said Theodora. Wait, I hear something, hissed Flops. Her long ears pricked up in alert. Behind us, the Stuffies turned around, and sure enough, they could make out a train not too far away on the ground below. Battered stuffed animals and dolls toiled by the train. Their backs were bent by large sacks. They stuffed up the train one by one, and a large mechanical arm would reach down and lift the bag off their backs and toss them into the train car. The train gave a great belch of black smoke and slowly began to grind forward. Several crawlies ran up the train with last-minute additions, and Theodora, with her sharp eyes, recognized an object carried by the crawly. "The blanket," she cried. "They're putting our girl's blanket on that train. There's no time to lose," barked Stitch. "We better hoof it down this pile if we're going to catch that train. Reveal a sleep card." Okay, so we're going to reveal a sleep card. Let me move these cards out of the way. Now, there's certain things that happen in sleep cards. Now, this first card, boom. Okay, she's sleeping. Each player places her stuffy on or adjacent to the space marked with the feet. Right here. Okay. So since I'm going to go last, I probably should go there.
Right, and I'm going first, right?
Yes.
So I'll go up front just to get out of your way.
Okay. Where would you like to go, Flops? Right there. Oh, easy. There you go, Flops. And, of course, you would go with Jason right there. All right. All right. Place these markers here on the indicated spaces. Now, when we do that, okay, there's another one here. You automatically stop and you will draw one of these cards, and there will be an event that happens. Reading a map. Let's see. Also, there are certain things when you go to these areas. This is where they're going to start. Okay. Difficult terrain. When moving on heaps of toys, the stuffy loses one stuffing for each non-green. Okay, where does that say? Yes, it pretty much does.
The entire map is a heap of toys, I think. No, for real. I'm not. Or is there
Except for the race trip.
Loses one stuffing for each non-green die used to move. Okay, so...
If you use the purple dice to move,
yeah,
you will lose one stuffing.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, so you don't want to lose life. Stuffies on train tracks and minions are unaffected by this rule. All aboard. It requires the use of a red die to move onto the train. If... Where's the train? Okay.
Maybe an event brings it out.
Okay.
I think...
Get to the train. If all stuffies are... Oh.
That's the train.
Is that the train?
Yeah.
Okay, where's the train go?
I guess it's not currently on the board. I don't know.
Oh, maybe...
But that's the train. It does move.
Okay. All right, there we go. Let me just make sure. Get to the train. All stuffies are on the train. See all aboard, section 7.1. If the train has left, explore the eye symbol for other ways forward. Okay, 7. All aboard. It requires use of a red die to move onto the train. If at any time all stuffies are on the train token, turn to page 11, section 1.1. So we're trying to get to the train. Okay.
So we all want to be on the train.
Remove the train token from play. Place all stuffies on the train. Must be placed. Generating an encounter. Okay, so I guess we're just trying to get to this train. Boy, this doesn't make too much sense. Well, bear with us here. If you want to upgrade your heart counters, you go to the dollar store. Okay, you can always get hearts and attraction and use them as counters. Hi monster, hi monster, hi monster. Okay, so nobody's...
Do you want me to take a look at it?
Well, no. Let's see what Rodney has to say. You try to pull the red one. Perform a red... Okay. Reading a map. Alright, let's scan it. Guess what? We're learning as we go. There we go. Let's see what Rodney Smith has to say about this. Reveal a sleep card. Look on page 13 to see what happens with the sleep card. Nothing should happen.
It's not in here, right? It's in the book.
Oh, is it in the book? Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh. Because they make this a little confusing.
Hi there, my name is Rodney Smith of Watch It Played, and here I'm going to explain how some of the special spaces work on the maps when you're exploring in Stuffed Fables. If you start and or move into a space with one of these point of interest symbols, then your movement ends and you read aloud the sidebar entry of the scenario page with the matching number. In this case, number 2. Most points of interest can only be explored once, but if it has this recycle symbol as well, it can be explored multiple times. Either way, after resolving a point of interest, you then continue your turn as normal, which could include using a new die to get moving again. Sometimes a scenario tells you to place tokens onto these speech spaces, and if you start, end, or would move over one, your movement ends and you discard it. Then the player to your left draws one of these lost cards. They'll read out loud the title, description, and choices, but not the results. The active player then picks one of the options, and then that result is read. Unless otherwise stated, you can even choose to ignore the situation with no effect. And these lost cards are sometimes kept by the player based on the outcome, but if not, they are sent to a face-down discard pile. Either way, the current player then resumes their turn. The first time any Stuffy enters a space with this button symbol, they end their movement and then lay out 4 cards face up from the item deck. This is a vendor willing to trade with you.
That's right here.
And now, on their turns, players
could search
in
that,
or
too.
adjacent to that vendor space can gain a card from here by either spending one button that they have or discarding an item that they already have equipped. We'll see later how you obtain buttons, but just note that any items taken from here are not replaced with new ones from the deck, and leftovers will stay out for other players to potentially trade for. I should also mention that taking items in this way does not cost you any dice, and you can do it multiple times each turn before continuing your action, as long as you can trade for each item that you're collecting. If there's more than one vendor space on the same page, then when a Stuffy enters one of these as well, 4 new cards are also laid out for trading at that vendor space.
Okay.
Also note that if the players ever leave the page that they're currently on, any leftover vendor cards are then shuffled back into the item deck. So those are the rules for reading map pages, and if you need any additional assistance, there's a separate video that fully teaches you how to play Stuffed Fables in a single sitting. And I'll put a link to that in the
There's no
description
vendor on this
below.
map.
But
Okay.
either way,
Okay.
happy adventuring.
You see how there's
Thanks for
the
watching.
spyglass
Search.
with the number 4?
Yep.
Okay, that means that at any time when you're playing this level, at any point in time, if you get the yellow dice or even the purple dice and you want to do a search action, you roll the dice and you need to get at least a 4. If you get at least a
Hi
4,
there, my name is Rodney
you
Smith
take the
of
top
Watch It
item.
Played.
Where's the items?
Here
Are these
I'm
the
going to
items?
explain how you generate an encounter.
I think these are the
By adding
items, right?
minions to the board
Yes.
in a
You
game.
take the top item
As an
and you get that
example,
item.
storybook under section 5.2.
So all you got to do at any time during your turn, if you want to search, you can search anywhere on this board. It doesn't matter, but you have to get a 4 or better. And then if you get a 4 or better, you get the top card here.
In this case, we were told prologue.
Now I don't know if this train is supposed to be on the map at all, but when you step on the 2, this happens, number 2. When you step on the 1, this happens, number 1. An event is going to happen
Okay.
when we stand on these spaces. Now I don't know what's going on with monsters or anything.
Go to page. You can travel to Bramilton. Blah, blah, blah. All right, monsters. Monsters just generate
At
Okay.
that space.
at that space. So
How often?
we generate them right off the bat.
Okay, so
So what happens is,
4 players, we pick 4 monsters. Is that what happens?
yes. No, you just we shuffle this up, and there's 4 monsters. So there is a dark heart. There's a crawly. There's a mongrel. And there's another mongrel. And they're all normal, thank goodness. So they are going to start adjacent to that. Now, I wonder if this me just take a look here. Story 1. Red blanket. Wait, hold on. Okay. Doesn't say anything about story 1 in here. Alright, so they would start right here. Okay.
They got to be the
adjacent to each
other. It's
other.
got to be the octagon one.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
The others don't really matter
Yeah, they do. They all.
because there's only one of each. But this would be the octagon one as well of the dark heart,
Okay.
and the crawly is supposed to have the square base.
Okay. Oops.
Yep, that's fine.
Alright, so there we go. So we're going to have to deal with them at the same time. Isn't there a game? Alright, I think we got it. Well, here we go.
All right.
Alright, so you go.
So is the train supposed to be on the track?
It doesn't say anything in there. It doesn't say anything here.
Well, what does 1 and 2 do?
Well, we would only discover that if we go there.
So I don't think the train is on the track yet.
First surge. Okay. You try to pull the red wagon free. Okay, setup. We did the setup. Special rules. When does it tell us to go to section 2? Alright, so we keep on going. You try... Perform... Pass. You retrieve a red wagon item card. Gain 1 heart. Get to the train. If all stuffies... Alright, so we're going to assume that the train's here.
If all stuffies are on the train,
See all aboard in section...
section 7-1,
okay.
which is the very first section.
Yeah, which we read that.
We did read that. Yep. Sorry, guys. It's a little confusing. So the 1. So
If
you
the
stand,
train is left, explore the eye symbols.
Okay. We all have to get on the train.
Oh, no.
To
Okay.
win. If we don't make it on the train in time, we have to go to either this or this. That's the second objective.
Okay.
But the primary objective is to get everybody on the train.
Okay.
Now, does it say where the train starts? Does the train move every turn? How does...
I would guess that.
I would
No,
assume that it
no,
that
it doesn't.
does.
It doesn't unless something happens.
And, okay.
All right, so we're going to be dealing with all this other stuff. Okay, yeah, I think we did it right because we read it all. They're putting our girl's blanket because we were successful. Remember, it told us to go to 7-1, so we read there. So now we have to try to get on the train, which is over here. Okay, that seems simple enough. Okay. All right, so go ahead, Justin. It's your go.
So I would go first?
Yes.
Okay.
Now that we're massively confused.
Yep. Where is the dice?
Where'd the dice bag go? Oh, there it is.
Okay. So they get a turn if the threat gets to 4.
Yes. Okay, remember. Okay, one more.
Okay.
So now if you move, you're going to lose a stuffing.
Right, correct. Because if you use a dice other than green to move, you lose.
Right.
Alright, so I'm gonna move.
And you could take a shot at losing a stuffing.
Okay, well, Lumpy has an ability that if another Stuffy is taking damage and losing stuffing, I can take the damage for him.
I think you have to use your red heart to do that, though.
Yeah. And you don't want to do that
You
right
should
now.
save it.
Okay.
I'm only gonna lose 1. I have 5, so.
Okay.
Oh,
One.
I can move 1 space. Great. Fantastic.
Yep.
Probably should have not done that. Okay.
1 space per stuffing.
So I'm not gonna move.
Okay. So you're not going to move. You're not going to do anything.
I'm gonna search. Well, first.
Well, no, you can roll for stuffing.
This
Remember?
was supposed to be back in the bag.
No,
You keep it.
Oh, okay. Oh, so I can move 1 and then.
No, well, the first thing you're going to do is take a look at, turn over your card.
You got a white dice, too. So
You have a white die, so use that white die. So you
Okay,
place that.
Draw a dice. I did. Find stuffing. I need a 5 or a 6.
Yep.
No.
No.
So I don't find stuffing.
Okay, so
Place threat. We did place the 1 threat.
right.
Perform actions. Move. I rolled a 1 for my move dice. I've this.
You have to move one.
I will move. Yeah, that's fine. So I lose 1 HP, unfortunately.
Okay.
To move, so I'm down to 4 health.
Okay.
Okay. Reserve. I have my reserve.
Yep.
Encourage. I'm not going to encourage. Skill test. I am going to perform a skill test. I'm going to search. I'm going to turn this purple dice into a yellow dice and search. And I get +1 because of...
Don't you have to go over there and search?
The whole map you can search.
Okay.
I read it in the book, as long as it says this.
Okay.
So I need a 4 or better. I rolled the 3.
+1.
But I get +1, so I'm 4.
No, that's only if you roll a yellow die.
It does say add 1 to yellow dice results.
Yeah.
And that's a purple dice that we're using as a yellow dice. So it doesn't count.
Yeah. I read that.
Substitute for any color of attribute dice.
Even though it's substitute, it's not a pure red yellow dice.
So I failed that check.
Mm-hmm.
And the red dice can only be used for melee.
Yep.
There's obviously no one to melee.
Yep.
So that's my turn. That's all I do.
Okay.
Swing wildly into the air.
All right. Finally, guess what? You guys get a turn. You don't get... Yeah, we know. First, roll the white dice for stuffing. Yeah, we got that right. That would be good, too. I think I am going to get hungry. Misfit, are we doing this right? Is the train over here? Because I'm not too sure where the train goes. All right, she pulled out... You got to pull out one more.
One more?
So she's got 2 move, a white die. So you're going to roll... All right, so she got a wild card. So she has green dice, so she can move. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to find stuffing. So you're going to want to roll the white dice to see if you can get a 5 or better.
Okay.
All right. And no.
Definitely not.
We'll take that.
If you really wanted to, you could add the purple to it,
but no, there's
yeah.
No, you can only do that with white dice. Well, yeah, I guess you could do that too. Okay, so then your green dice is your move. Mm-hmm. All right, so if you want to move, and you can use the, you can roll the 2 green dice to combine your move, and go over and hammer those dudes, one of those dudes, or go over and try to get to the whatchamacallit. You have 2 green dice, so that's really good. So you're trying to get to the train. That's all we're really worried about.
Should I save one of these green dice?
No, you can't.
Well, you could lock it in for defense if you really want.
Well, she could lock the yellow one in for defense.
That's true.
All right, I'm going to keep that one then.
Okay. All right, so head over. So she's going to combine her movement. I think so. This is where they put when I watched the other live play on Wednesday. Oh, cool.
Thank you.
All right, that's good. Wild doesn't give a bonus. Exactly. Okay, I may have actually made it to a live play. Hey, Spacklin, how you doing? Okay, so we got this all figured out. So you can move 5. So where does she want to go? You can move diagonally. You can move all through this garbage. Thank goodness. You can go 1, 2, 3. You can go here, but you would stop and then have to draw one of these cards.
We don't know if that's good or bad.
We don't know if that's good or bad. Or you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which would put you adjacent. And then you can hammer this little dude right here. But you would need a 7. That's impossible.
Yeah.
I would just run for the hills if I were you.
All right, I'll do that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Actually, I'm kind of interested in that speech space.
All right. Why don't we give it a shot? We don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. So she's going to come over here. She stops automatically here. This goes away.
I think you read it to yourself, is what it said.
No, hold on. She doesn't read it. I think the person next to her. No, she reads it.
The person to your left. I remember you saying that.
It's the person to her left.
So Victoria would read it.
She would read it and have her make the choice.
Okay.
But you don't read everything of it. You just read...
Oh, this isn't even like a thing that is really important for me to read.
Oh, okay. Vendor. Reveal 4 items, 4 item cards. Stuffies can trade items or buttons for the revealed cards as if it were a button space. So what happens is...
There's a vendor that just appeared on that space.
So 4?
There's a vendor on that space. Yeah. 3. Oh, look at that kitchen knife. Glue.
Okay.
Okay.
So a lucky trinket, add 1 to all purple die results. There's a kitchen knife. Glue, discard this card before rolling a threat die for a minion's activation. That figure cannot move this activation. Blocks, when drawing a lost card, gain 1 heart.
Okay. On Rodney's playthrough, the train is where you have it now. Awesome. See, I didn't watch his playthrough. I should have. Okay, so we're doing pretty good here.
So now
Does that shop persist for the rest of
That
the
that
level?
shop is going to be there. It's as if there was a shop there.
How much buttons do I have to pay to get something?
You pay
1.
one button.
The guy in the video just had 1, or you can trade items.
Okay.
Okay. So you moved.
Okay. Can I use my wild die for an additional movement?
Yes, but you will lose 1 stuffing, which is not the end of the world, but you will lose 1 stuffing.
But we can get you into the car, which is probably what we really want to do.
Okay. Go ahead and do that then.
And then we'll try to deal with the other things before they become real. So 5.
5. You can go anywhere you want.
1, 2, and we'll just put you back here. And what you want to do is hand in a stuffing.
Give me your stuffing.
All right. So,
Okay.
Mimalu, it's your turn.
Oh,
Oh, no, those dice come up over here into the pool. I'm going to keep an eye on the chat to make sure that we're doing this right.
how many?
You get
5.
5.
You don't want to draw any black ones.
If you draw all black, we're in trouble.
Yep, they get to attack us at 4. We already have 1 out.
Okay.
Well, there's 1.
Okay, so that one goes here. And okay, good. So, ouch. So you have 2 red and a blue. You can put 1 in defense. You can search, which means you can search for something. Pretty much you're staying right there.
Cool.
Okay, so what I would do is we placed the threat die. You didn't have any stuffing. Put 1 in reserve. Put the blue one. All right, the yellow one you can search, roll, because you might get something cool. 4, so
You get the top item.
you get the top item is yours. What'd you get?
A teapot. It's armor.
Oh.
When defending, add 2 red die results.
Add 2 if you have a red die.
So you have to lock in red dice, but you'll get +2.
Oh.
That's good.
Okay. So I can't really do anything with this because this is melee attack.
Well, can she
You can
switch?
lock in the red die
You can lock in the red die.
instead of the blue.
Yeah. There we go. And then
That's good.
those go to the pile here.
Because your guy is not melee anyways, he's ranged.
All right, so that's pretty good. So now it is my turn. Where's the bag? I get the last.
And dad as well.
Oh no. Well, this isn't good because now I get to pull out all the black. Basically. All right. My son wants to get. I'm going to shake these anyways. So I'm going to pull out 3, 4. Oh. Come on. No. Yes.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
Why is it going to be bad?
Because it's only 1 away from the monster's move.
Yeah, I know. So, boy, oh boy, what do I do? There's nothing I can do here. All right, I'm gonna roll these 2 for stuffing. 5, which is 5, so I get 1, which is fine. And then I'm going to use my wild
For move,
for move, and I'm gonna go 1, 2.
then you lose.
And I lose that 1 stuffing I just got, which is fine. All right.
Blue does nothing, unfortunately.
Blue does nothing for me.
And that's it.
Now, let me make sure. Okay, this gets discarded over here. That goes over here. That goes over there. So, because there's not equal to, they do not go. Now, at the very end of this whole phase, Does all the dice go back in? Misfit, I think all the dice go back into the bag with the first player.
Except for these.
Except for those.
Yeah, I would
Yes.
imagine.
Yes. I think if the black dice reaches 4, I think they immediately go.
Or does it go to you? No, because we all
We will
did. We all
eventually
took
run out
one
of
turn.
dice unless we.
Smash that like button, Leland. So I just want to make sure, and Doug, if you're here, that'll help too. Now, because we all 4 of us went, do the dice go back into the bag?
You weren't
And
able to
then-
move it all, Vic?
I didn't draw anything that would make me move.
Oh, unless you go one last time, and then she becomes the first.
He's the beginning of the round.
Oh, he
It's
was
no,
beginning of the
other
round.
thing that it would be is eventually when you run out of dice, you would have to put the other ones.
I
in.
think they stay out,
Look it up on
but
the
we
board.
only have
I think when I can't draw 5, that's when they would have to come back in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you keep on going until you don't have enough, and then you have. Oh, I think they stay out until they attack.
Okay.
Okay. So
So here's the thing: there's 2 black dice left in this bag,
yeah,
and the bag's only got like 10 dice in it.
yeah.
So the chances of me not drawing one,
Very slim.
maybe,
Okay, so-
maybe we can pull it off. Let's see.
Let's see.
Oh gosh, there's no way.
You have
Let's
4
see.
stuffing.
It's possible in theory. There's 2.
2. There's a movement die that helps,
That's the 4th black dice.
but we don't worry about that until the end.
What the heck, Justin?
I knew it's
Okay.
there's only so much chance. Okay, so all I get is these 3 dice, really.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna use this one to try to get stuffing.
Okay.
So I got to roll a 4 or better. I rolled a 5, so I get 1 stuffing.
All right. So you got your health.
So I'm up to 5.
Okay.
Great. Now I'm going to
Move.
up to
6.
6 spaces. I'm gonna move 1, 2 spaces. Then I'm gonna sell my button for the lucky charm.
Okay.
That gives me +1 whenever I roll purple dice.
Okay.
Can I buy multiple things or no?
She becomes the bookkeeper, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I don't want to be the keeper's book.
I think you can buy multiple things.
Well, I can only hold 1 accessory, correct?
You can hold as long as it has a different symbol. You can't hold 2 things of the same symbol.
Oh, okay, so I can only have 1 accessory. That's fine. I want the lucky trinket.
Okay.
Okay, so that's my move. Now with the yellow, I can search. I need to roll a 3 or better because I do get +1.
Right.
There's
4.
a 4. I got the sand bucket armor. When defending, you add 1 to the dice result. Anytime you defend, you gain 1 heart.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Okay, so now that was my turn.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, the monsters
This is
are going
done.
to get a turn.
Okay. So the monsters are going to turn. So the way it works is for each guy, we start with this guy. So the dark heart. He's going to go.
You roll a dice.
Roll a die. It's a 3.
It's going to be haunting gibberish.
Okay.
So he moves 3 spaces.
Okay. He's going to move to the closest guy. 1, 2, 3.
All right. The crosshair says 5. What is that? His range.
Yes.
Okay, and he's going to do 4 damage to me.
Right. But
So what do I do to prevent that?
he's going to do 4, but you have your die there, so you have to roll 4 or better.
Okay, I get +1
Plus,
for my sand bucket.
okay, yeah.
So I need 3 or better. I got a 2, so I failed to do.
So 3, so you only lose 1.
Okay, now it says, if a stuffy loses stuffing from this attack, you must put the worried status card on that stuffy. So I've become worried now.
Okay, so now you're worried. Here you go. There you go.
Worried. If this stuffy has a purple dice stored, you must discard it. You cannot store purple dice.
Okay.
And I can remove this by rolling a blue dice in the future.
Okay.
Alright.
See, I thought at the beginning of the turn, a new player's turn, all the dice go in.
Each one of these things is just going to come attack me and I'm going to be dead.
Well, no, you're just going to get knocked down. Let's see. Got the rules up.
You're like,
Read
I'm
top
already
left,
here.
page 13.
Where are you
See
guys?
when refreshing dice bag. Oh, page 13,
Gotcha.
top left.
Let me read it.
See if trains cards.
Let's just make sure that we're doing this right. Thanks, Doug.
Once all minions have been activated once, you will discard all of the black threat dice remaining on the threat track.
Okay.
Return all dice back to the discard dice bag and continue with the next player's turn.
Oh, all right.
So there
Okay,
you
so we're doing it right. Okay, we just want to make sure. Okay, so next is Crawley. He is going to go.
6 is Clickety. He's going to move 3 spaces.
Okay. He can go here, or he can go 1, 2, 3.
Unfortunately, he is closer to me.
No, he's not.
2 spaces as opposed
1,
to 3.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but the diagonal.
Oh, 1, 2. Okay, so he's going to go there.
Okay, he's going to do 4 damage to me. I cannot. Can I continue to use my defense die, or is it gone?
Your defense... No, because you did not save your defense die, so it's gone. So you're going to lose all 3 stuffing.
Okay, I'm still... No, I lose 4 stuffing. Because he does 4 damage.
No, he does 3.
Nope, on Clickety, he does 4.
Clickety he did.
Yep, so I've lost all my stuffing, so I'm knocked down.
So all you are is knocked down.
Okay.
You're not dead.
Now,
You lose your buttons.
do I lose my items?
You lose your items.
Are you sure?
Yep.
This is like talisman.
And you lose whatever hearts.
Turned into a toad.
What the heck, man? I don't want to lose my items.
You're going to lose your items. You're going to lose your hearts. You're going to do anything. Please tell Mark this. This is a group win, so cheating won't help. Nope. If all the minions have activated, discard all the black. Okay, great. All right, got it.
Okay. When a stuffy collapses, tip over its figure on the side. Discard all
Thanks,
its
Doug.
status cards. We can get rid of that worried status.
Okay.
Discard all of its status cards, buttons, and hearts.
Okay, but you keep
And
your.
keep my items. Okay, the girl is waking up, which is bad. Because now you have to advance the sleep card.
Yes, 1 sleep card. So she's still sleeping.
Okay. Advance the sleep card.
Mm-hmm.
A collapsed stuffy will still take its turn. It can just not... Okay. So here's what happens. When my turn comes, I have to restore stuffing. So if I get white dice or purple dice, I can roll for the restore stuffing. If I don't get white dice or purple dice, he's going to remain down.
Right.
But if I can get him up, I can take the rest of my turn as
Exactly.
well. Okay.
Okay. So next guy, the mongrel goes, and he's going to go 2, which is he's going to move 4.
Chew. He moves... still with the crawly. After this crawly attacks, move it 3 spaces towards the closest cog space. So he wants to go back to where he started.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. There we go.
All right. The mongrel moves 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
All right, next one.
The next one is a mongrel as well.
6.
He's going to rush. He can move 7 spaces.
Awesome. So he can.
Probably towards Victoria.
You decide who he goes to.
It's an equal distance.
It's an equal distance. 2, 3, 4, 5. Who is he going to go after? 6. I could take it.
That's right in the middle.
Yeah, I can take it.
Yeah.
All right. So now he's going to do what?
4 damage to you.
Okay, but I'm going to roll. 2, so he only does 2
2 damage to you.
2 damage to me.
All right.
All right.
And that's it.
That's it. Woo! So now all these dice go back into the bag,
And all of those dice go back.
and all these dice go in the bag, and you guys get a fresh turn to do some business.
Except for me, because I'm safe in the cart.
Pretty much. But you can come out and probably get that guy
Probably.
and do us a solid.
Yeah, because look how long it's going to take Victoria to get to the cart.
I know. Well, you don't know. She might pull like all green dice and just do a runner.
It's true.
Like I did.
All right. I think we got this.
Okay.
It just got a little confusing because it doesn't tell you where the train starts.
I think.
No, they said they saw the video and it starts right
but
there.
the thing with this mission is there is a way that we would miss the train.
Gotcha.
And I don't know if it's supposed to move or.
Or what?
Yeah.
It doesn't say, so that's what kind of confuses you. All aboard.
Yeah, do us a solid.
Oh, and remember, you have to do a
Follow the
strength
thread.
test to get into the thing.
Into the what?
To climb onto the train, you're supposed to roll a red dice. Didn't it say
Oh,
that?
damn. Darn it.
I remember you reading
Try to
that.
pull the red wagon free.
Mind your profanity.
That's over here. Okay, if you land there, it tells you.
Okay.
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 It tells you what you need to do and what tests you need to do. See, and it tells you go to that section.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got some dice there. You can actually move out, lay some smack down, and do some damage there, young lady.
All right, let's do some movement.
Okay, she's going to do some movement.
Okay, I got a
6.
6.
So she can go 1, 2, 3.
4, 5.
Now she can.
I don't need to use my whole dice roll.
Your whole move.
No, you don't need to.
Okay.
So okay, so you're going to go there.
So,
So now you're going to
Yeah.
use that mallet. Now you can use both those to make sure that you finish him off. Okay,
We'll
and
get +1 too.
yeah, plus you get +1. So to make sure that you get him, you're getting +1 on those 2 dice to get rid of the crawly. And yeah, 6, 7.
Okay.
So he is dismissed.
And you get a button for money.
Nice.
Monies.
So now these guys move up. See, here's the thing. If we kill off these other 2 guys, that means Mr. Darkheart's going to get his turn.
Yeah, he's pretty strong. Oh, because now on 3 they activate.
Right.
Because there's only 3 opponents left.
Exactly.
That's
So you
kinda-
got the button. Okay, so these we're going to keep the discarded dice right here
Okay.
next to me,
And then
Mimi.
it's
And
kinda
then
question
that
can't
one
Use. So,
doesn't do anything for you. So, Victoria, grab the dice. What can you do? Oh, he's dismissed. Thank you.
Okay.
Nice job. Congratulations.
So as you destroy them, they really just activate more frequently.
Right.
How many?
5. All right, I think we're getting this now.
Cinco.
MGK, how you doing? Patrick, how are you? Iron Hand, how are you? Anybody that I missed, hi. Sorry, we're really trying. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yikes.
Uh-oh. All right, so Mimi, you can just get out of Dodge. And you can actually, because you have a range.
No, I'm gonna use these two to move, and then I'm gonna attack with this. Where I
Yeah,
like
because
that.
you want to get close to over here.
This is useless.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna move first.
Okay. That's a good move, 7. So she can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then she can shoot from there.
That's a dark heart, but the dark heart has a toughness of 7. What kind of dice do you have? Remember, the
Yeah, she's
green
only-
dice is the ranged attack dice
Oh
as
yeah.
well.
But she had to get out of there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so just go here and that's
But I
fine.
also have a purple, which is substitute for anything else. So-
Yeah, so but you can't roll a 7. Now what's the range that you have?
Yeah, but
Now if you go here, 1, 2, 3.
well then why don't I?
Hold on.
Why don't I use?
Let
a
me just find
purple-
out what they are. They're 6. You would have
why
to
don't
roll
I-
6.
Why don't I re-roll? I use a purple and a green, and then because I'll substitute the purple for a green.
Oh, I see
and
what you're
then
saying.
use the green to actually.
Yeah,
attack.
because we
Okay.
didn't. Yeah, go ahead. Because you do use a green, so that thing doesn't come through. Well, no, not go through. 1, 2. Oh boy, where do you want to go? 1, 2, 3. And then yeah, you can range shoot this
You just
guy.
wanna skirt the edge.
Yeah, maybe just come here.
Yeah.
And then you'd be equidistant.
All right,
from
so
them
now
all.
you
So
need
then I
you need a
6,
5.
or-
But you can add your pink to it if you. Oh,
That's
you
she
what I
did.
just did. I re-rolled and I didn't go that far this time.
All right, so go. She's got good defense though. Oh, she did. She got him.
+1 as well.
So that's 6. So she got him.
Yep. So he's gone.
But
after Victoria's turn, they're going to attack now.
yeah.
But you did get a button. Congratulations.
So that's gone.
A little fun. He's gonna hold it.
All right, so unfortunately, they're going to come at me, and they're going to come at me pretty hard.
All right, so that's the end of your turn. Now it is the monster's turn before that can go. So the Dark Heart and the Mongrel are going to activate. This might be problematic, honestly.
Hold on. Shoot. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to get hit no matter how I look at it. Okay, so the way it's going to go is the Dark Heart's going to go first. It's going to go 3. So,
Haunting Gibberish. He's going to move 3 spaces to the nearest enemy, and it's equal distance between all 3.
it's up to you. Who has the most stuffing?
Probably
You do?
Victoria does, yeah.
All right, Victoria does. So he's going to go 1, 2.
All right, he's attempting to remove 4 stuffing from you.
Oh, great.
Remember, you have the teapot.
Which is when defending, add 2 red die results.
Yep.
At +2 to your red die
So
results.
all you
So
need
do
to roll
that.
is a 2. And a 1 would be really bad.
Hold on. Okay,
Critical
we
fail.
rolled this. Okay, so that's good. Okay. So that means all those dice are going to go back in the bag anyways. All right, go ahead. 4
You're fine.
+2. So you get to keep that die on top of it, which is good job. You didn't lose any stuffing. You defended against this guy, and you're good. Great. All right. So we're doing all right.
Now the Mongrel is going to activate.
Yeah.
He's going to attack you, of course.
Yes, of course. And no matter how you look at it,
He's going to chew for 5 damage.
yeah. So I'm going to get knocked down. And I'm going to lose my heart, right?
If a Fluffy loses stuffing from this attack, place the torn status, but it doesn't matter because you're knocked down.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, you do lose your heart. when you're
Okay.
knocked down.
Uh-oh. Not good. But all the dice go back in.
Yep.
Whoops.
Only 2 black dice activates the monsters now. So, I mean, in theory, you could draw 2 right now.
Yeah,
then
but
they
it'd be
would go
nice.
again.
Well, I can get back up with a white die. And hopefully attack this guy and get out of dodge.
Do I pass my bookkeeper status?
I don't know when that happens.
No, that happens after his turn.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
All right. When it comes back to your turn, come on, I need something here.
You need white or purple. There you go.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, and that gives me a red too. So I'm going to roll, well, because I need a stuffing. I mean, anything I roll.
So you get 1.
So I get 1 stuffing. So he stands back up. Then I'm going to roll another one because I should be able to roll another stuffing,
What you do.
which I beat more than 1, so I get 2 stuffing. Now, I don't have any monster phase.
Correct.
This blue I'm going to lock in. I'm going to... I can do it in any order, I believe. I can attack and then move. So I'm going to roll the red dice. Making sure difficulty ratcheted up a bit by second map. That is cool. Yeah, it's actually very hard. And there's a whole thing before we even get to the first story.
There's bosses in this too.
There's bosses in this, which is even nastier. All right, so I'm going to try to... I got to try to take out that dude there. 4 + 1 is 5. That's not going to do it. And then I'm running for the hills. 4.
It's
1, 2. Do I have... It doesn't matter, right?
No, it doesn't matter. You're
2,
right.
3. And I'm going to come over to this question mark and see, hopefully, maybe something good can happen here. All right. Okay.
Somebody has to read that for you.
Do they?
Yeah.
Person
That's
to
a
your
that's
to
an
your left.
option
Oh, okay.
thing.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
This is called the Owl and the Hammer. A plush owl fluttered over the roof of his damaged shack, attempting to make repairs. When you passed by, he swooped down and said, "Hooty hoo. Now I have a choice. I can do things that affect you."
You just
So-
read the choices and I
Yep,
have to pick
yep,
one.
yep. No, I pick it for you.
Oh, you do? No, I thought you read it and I pick it.
It says choice.
You give me the choices, and then I pick one, and you read the
Because
result.
Dad doesn't know the results from it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. I understand this now. So I'm going to read it again, okay? A plush owl fluttered over the roof of his damaged shack. He was attempting to make repairs. When you passed by, he swooped down and said hooty hoo. Now what do? Do you give him an item, give him a button, or give him encouragement?
The only thing I can give him is encouragement.
You can't give him an item or a button?
I don't have an item or a button.
Alright, you give him an encouragement. It does nothing.
Awesome.
It discards a status card from your stuffy. You don't have a status card.
No. Yeah, just put it there. Okay. So that's my turn. So now the bag goes over to Justin. Hopefully we can survive this thing. I just don't know anymore. I don't know.
Victoria, if we can get Victoria off, we'll be alright. Uh-oh. I
Uh-oh.
don't have a white or... I can't. I get no turn. I get no turn. I didn't get a white
But
or,
you can do all the other things. So you can place that, which is fine. Then these go over here and you lay down.
Yep. I needed to restore stuff.
Now encourage, I can give you one
You
stuffing.
can give me... Is that what encourage does?
I think so.
Okay, so after Justin's
your
turn,
Read it, just.
I move the bookkeeper status, right?
Yes. No, but you still go.
Yes.
Yeah.
You still go. It is me. I am the bookkeeper.
No, you went first.
It is out of the front.
Hold on. You went first.
Yes.
Oh, so do I keep it for the length of the page?
So we went there, and now she goes first. And then you go last.
Okay.
So
No.
That would be skipping my turn.
That's skipping your turn.
no, because she went first.
I
didn't-
know, but this is beginning
Yeah,
a new
okay,
round,
alright.
so the thing comes to me.
Okay,
Okay.
guys. This is pretty useful for us to help each other.
Okay.
Okay, so during your turn, you can encourage someone else's stuff. Alright? You can take one of your dice and store it on someone else's card to give them armor. Or you can discard a dice of your choice to transfer one of your stuffing to another stuffy.
I want Robert to see that.
So
Robert,
could
good to
I
see you, my friend.
potentially Give you...
We
And that
painted
would
this
let
up
me
in a
stand
day
up, yeah.
to get it going.
But
So
then
you
they're
can
just
give
gonna
health
knock me
to-
back.
I just got to read this real
By
quick, guys. I'm
sacrificing
sorry.
a dice, you can transfer one health to a friend.
Today is the 1-year anniversary of Randy's stroke. Thanks again for mentioning last year on the stream, Rob. For those that remember and may want to know, he has recovered remarkably well. I'm glad to hear that, MGK. Very glad to hear that. All right. Jay West. Can the wild be used as a white die? Yes. Why is not an attribute? It's a west. It's a wild. You could be used for anything.
Purple.
There's 4 this time.
What?
I'm saying that I'm probably gonna pull a black
The
die.
black dice. Yep, that's
That's
most
okay.
likely.
Okay.
Well, you don't know.
Statistical, pretty much.
All right, so the first thing that you do is you find stuffing.
Okay.
So you have how many? 4?
I have 4.
So you need to roll 5 or 6.
No, you need a 4, 5,
4,
or
5
6.
or 6.
4, so you get a stuffing. So you're at full stuffy strain.
Yay! Okay. And Neon.
Very
threat.
cool, Tim. Very cool.
Have no threat. So I will move, and I will.
Why didn't you give him?
That's true. Okay. Your friend.
Thanks.
So she gave him a defense die.
Thank you.
All right. Now you can move.
Yeah, because the
Oh, wait,
blue doesn't
sir.
help you.
Yeah.
anyways.
The blue doesn't do anything, so.
I mean, darn. Okay, so. Wait, wasn't it 1 health per dice transfer?
If you want to give me health, if you wanted to give me some of your stuffing, you would lose a dice, and then you would give me 1 health.
Okay, give me that dice back.
Okay.
Sacrifice that dice.
You
Give
gave
him
me a health. Thank you.
stuffing. Okay. And now I'm gonna move.
Okay. 1. Well, that's okay. You might as well just move from here.
Yeah, there we
Okay.
go. Okay.
She could try to pull the wheelbarrow out.
Well, she's here. Oh, yeah, she can move diagonally.
I
What
don't know
would
what
the
that does. I
wheelbarrow
have no
do?
idea. idea.
Make
Or the
all
wagon.
make
The-
all the toys fall.
The little red wagon.
Yeah, and then we all get damaged. I don't know. I don't know if it's good or bad. It's just a thing you can do.
I don't know. I'll give it a
No,
shot.
it doesn't.
Don't.
Oh.
That does not sound nice.
Well,
See, that's why I didn't like
yeah, you can try it if you
Well,
want.
we try it.
Do you want to go over and I'll read what happens?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's going to go over diagonally. What about that over there? Asked Flops, pointing to an old red wagon that protruded from the mound. That might get us down quicker. It might break our necks too, but it sure looks like fun. If the train has left and you would like to chase it in the red wagon, go to 7-2. It hasn't
The
left.
train's still there.
Don't. It says
Okay,
we
so
might break our
it's
necks, don't
reusable,
do
so we
that.
can keep on going to that one thing.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. All right, so you moved there. Okay, so now you did everything. So all these dice go over into the discard.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Now it's Victoria's turn, and the chance of you not drawing a black dice, but let's see.
You never know. She might get a whole
Might
bunch.
Get knocked down again.
This game looks more interesting than I expected. I agree. Hey, everyone. Hi, Rob. Hi, family. Hello, Drew. I think my favorite character is the elephant. I disagree with that. Leland, you still in timeout.
That's really good.
Who puts Leland in timeout?
That's really good. Vic.
That's actually very good.
You're gonna take some damage to move them, but that's really good.
But she can roll like 3 dice and just get out of
Do whatever
dodge.
you want, honestly.
She can really get out of dodge, and she can actually use all those as, you can use those all as an attack on that guy.
How much health is he have? 7?
He has 7, she can take him out. That's not bad. It
No,
means
that's
the
not-
mongrel will
oh.
attack.
And then, well, I can't do a melee attack either, can I?
No, you can only do a ranged attack,
Yeah.
but that's fine. You
So
would
then
just
this
turn those
is-
into greens.
It's up to 4. So she can do the range from there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you turn those into green dice.
So this is useless.
That would be useless, or you could.
You could do the search. You could
Okay.
search for something. And you need 4 or better.
I have to attack then, search.
Attach it.
Okay, so then,
So all 3 dice, you're trying to beat a 7.
okay.
It's easy.
But I kind of want to move from this ball.
Well, no, if you kill him, you're good.
You could do 2 and.
6, 7.
Does that count to tie
Yeah,
it?
yeah. That's all you have to do. Wow,
Okay.
that was bad.
Okay, so you defeated him and you get a button.
Boy.
But at the end of your turn, he's going to attack, and he's going to come after me. These dark hearts are nasty.
He's gonna come up for Vic.
Nice.
Yeah, but Vic has the strength to withstand him.
Search.
3
You do not.
plus... No, you did not search. Okay, these are gone. All right, so
it's
now
their turn.
he's going to go.
He's going to activate.
He's going to activate.
He's probably gonna activate every turn.
Hold on, I just want to make sure the elephant reminds me of you. Rob, I want a good light war game and intro mini game. What are you going to suggest? I'm looking at 1754 and bailing on Rune Wars. Go with 1754. All right, 1.
He's going to chew, so
All
he
right.
can move up to 4 spaces.
Okay. Well, he's equal distance between me and...
No, he's not. He's
How is he?
3. He's 1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
1, 2.
They can
Okay, I got you.
do it diagonally.
Yeah, they can attack diagonally.
Yeah.
Okay, so now he attacks for 4.
For 5.
For 5.
Yep.
Roll.
You get +2 to your roll, so you need a 3. You're
5. You're fine, and you get to keep the die. Wow, that's
The teapot is really
the
good.
T-bot's just nasty. So that's fine right there. All right, so he's still there. If we draw another one, that's going to be nasty. Actually, all the dice go in the bag. Yes.
After he activates, yes, that's right. Yep.
So,
Each time he activates, all the dice are going to go back in.
all right, we need to get out of dodge too.
Honestly, you get +2 to your roll every time. He's not really going to hurt you, unless you roll a 1 or a 2.
All right, so surge. Go to section. Do we have to? Oh, wait a minute. We forgot to. How many of these are turned over? No, there should be one more turned over because I got knocked over.
Did you?
Yeah. So
She's still
she's still sleeping. All right. Back
but
in the
those
ring.
stay through the whole story.
Yeah. Oh, come on, come on. If all stuffies are on board the train, in section, the train is left. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. All right, we need to get on that train. Surge.
What happens if we kill the last enemy? We just get on the train.
Yeah. Read about Surge, just.
Surge?
Surge.
Surge?
Yeah, Surge. Okay, so before I do this.
Surge. Oh, when there are no minions in play.
Uh-huh.
And the number of dice on the threat track is equal to or higher to the number of stuffies in play, a surge will happen. Each page has its own unique surge effects.
Well, how do you put things on the threat track?
You just put the black dice on. If there's no stuffies in play,
Right.
no minions in play, no enemies,
Right.
we killed all the minions. If it goes to 1, 2, 3, 4, something will happen. Go to section 7.
First surge would go to 7/3. Okay.
Oh, you watch in dismay as the train leaves.
So the next.
That means we wouldn't have gotten there in time.
So we need to get to that train.
Yes.
Okay. So now we've got problems. Do we kill that guy?
Or do you leave
Now it
him
makes
to wreak
sense.
havoc?
Now it makes sense why the train isn't moving.
Yeah.
We set it up right.
All right. So what should we do? Should I kill him, or should I make a
If you
run?
kill him, if 4 black dice come out and we're not on the train, we get the bad ending. We have to get on the train. That one guy is not that difficult. Look, if
All right.
Victoria's always the closest, she has really good armor.
4, so I get a stuffy, a stuffing. All right. Now I'm gonna lose the stuffing because I'm gonna move. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wonder. I'm gonna go here, and we're gonna read what happens. Okay.
Okay.
Because I don't even have a clue. You approached the stranger who had helped load the train. One of them, an old beat-up hippopotamus with a droopy face, noticed you, and you approach her with a friendly smile. Hello, friend. Isn't that what you guys say?
Hello, friend.
Hello, friend. Thank you. You said it. You said, may I inquire what it is that you do here? We are the lost, the hippo replied. Okay, I moved this aside. Gabby, stop licking my leg. Oh, dear God almighty. We toil for the dark ones in the fortress, collecting supplies for his factory. That sounds awful, you declare. Why don't you quit? Lord Crepus destroyed all those who refused his orders, the hippo replied. The train blew its horn, and you said, I'm sorry, but we have to catch that train. Thank you for your help. The train goes to Squalar, offers the hippo. If you can't catch it, you'll have to pass through Bramblebum. You can travel to Bramblebum at the end of any player's turn as long as there are no minions in play. Go to page 13, section 13.1.
Oh no.
Okay, so
Yeah, but we don't want to miss the train.
well, if we have to,
We can
this
go to Bramble.
we can go to
Or
Bramblebum,
we can get in the wagon and chase after the train.
possibly.
Or we can get on the train. So there's 3 endings.
Right. So that's there, that's there, that's there. Okay, that's all those. So, it's your go. Don't pull any black dice.
Chances are I'm going to.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm going to try to get stuffing. I need a 1. I got stuffing. I'm going to use this to try to get stuffing. I got more stuffing.
I don't know if you can do it that way. Well, we'll read.
can?
Yeah.
I'm going to move. I can move
3.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I'm going to lock this one in here.
Okay.
That's about it.
And then I'm going to encourage Victoria to destroy this and give you one of my stuffings.
Why?
Because you're closest to the monster.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
So that's my turn.
All right, so that's your turn. There's no surge, so he doesn't go. It is your turn.
Okay,
Okay.
so what's the strategy here? Are we all running for the train?
Yeah.
Hopefully Victoria gets a bunch of green dice.
Shake it up.
Please don't drop it.
When you're storing a dice on your card, can I use it?
What happens if you get more than that? Say she pulls out 2.
Then I think it would they would both go back in the bag.
Okay.
Because only 1 is needed to activate the thing. It's gonna be. We
What'd she pull?
knew it was gonna be.
Okay. Yeah. So that's 1, but that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, we knew it was gonna be.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So roll for stuffing. You can either roll those 2 together or roll them individually, but because you have 5, it's probably better to roll them together and at least get an additional stuffing.
4. Because I gave one to Justin.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you're guaranteed and you're not taking a chance.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
yeah,
roll
of
the
course.
11.
Well, of course, you would have gotten 2. But you get 1. Okay. All right, so now you can move. Those are gone.
So you wanna get
Dual
a
runner.
3,
5, that's even better.
Go anywhere.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you're there. All right. He's going to attack. Oh, yeah,
It's the
there's
end of
nothing you
her
can do.
turn. She can't
Yep.
do anything with this.
Okay, so
Okay.
we roll the black dice. 5. He's going to rush. So he's only hitting you with an attack of 4.
Okay.
You get +2 to your dice. You need anything but a 1. 2 + 2 is 4.
Okay.
You block all the damage.
And you get to keep this. So you block all the damage.
Okay.
So now all the dice go into the thing.
Okay.
All right. There we go. So far we're alive somehow. There. There. Any other dice out there? Okay, shake away.
This one.
Oh. Yeah, don't want to forget that 1 black dice.
Gotta be honest.
Mimi, you need a bunch of green dice
Or even the purple.
or purple and just do a runner.
Oh, great.
No, that's really good.
That's great.
Oh, well, it's okay.
That's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so then. what
Use
I'm
all.
gonna do-
No, use all.
Use all on
all
movement.
3 of them and
You're
just
gonna lose
run.
some stuffing,
No,
though.
I want to use this one first. Just to make sure to see if I can
Get there with
get
1.
there with 1 without having to risk
No, you.
using stuffing. Can I do that?
I don't.
Can you perform move? Can you move, attack, move if you had the dice?
Yeah. Can you move? Attack. Move.
Can you move multiple times in the same turn?
Check move. See if you have to. It's
I'll
either
let you know.
move. All right.
You
We're
let
gonna
me
look.
do that earlier. I move, attacked, move. On this
I'm not
map,
sure
and
that
I
we were
lost-
right on that though.
I lost stuffing.
There's
I feel as if you probably can. Perform actions. Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
On your turn, you may perform as many actions as you like, as many times as you like, as long as you have the appropriate dice available to spend.
Okay.
You can
So
do
then
whatever
I'm
you
gonna
want.
roll this to see if I can get there with 1 die without
Mm-hmm.
losing a stuffing. Okay.
4.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so then now I'm going to roll with the pink.
And you will lose one
I'm
stuff.
going to have to. Oh my god!
Okay.
So you lose 1 stuffing.
Then you should roll. You should move again.
Yeah, move again.
It's just
But if you end up on the. Okay, you're in. All right.
Okay. All right. Now the Mon girl is going to move.
One.
He's going to chew, so he's going to move 4 spaces. Now, unfortunately, Dad is the closest.
3,
You would
4.
do diagonal,
Yeah, he makes it. He does reach you.
Okay.
All right, he's going to attempt to do 5 damage to you.
Okay. I'm going to try to stop it. I only
Take
lose 1.
However, you lost stuffing from this attack. Place the torn status card on your stuffy, so you've become torn.
Oh, that's just wrong.
That's terrible.
All right, so these all go away. He's still alive. Let me have the bag.
There you go.
All right. Now, once we're all in there, what happens? Get to the train. If all the stuffies are on board, see on board section 7-1. If the train has left, explore. Okay. One, two, three. Uh-oh.
It's not purple or
What?
green.
No.
That's not purple or green.
Oh.
He's going to get to attack again. You cannot move.
Attack him.
Yeah, but if he does, it starts the doomsday clock. He honestly should probably not. Well, this is pretty bad. So here's the thing.
Hold on.
He's going to knock you down.
Once per turn, let me swap an attribute. With,
Just a footstep away, Dad, please.
I can't do
Somebody
it.
pull him onto the cart.
What can I do with encourage?
You can give Dad stuff.
You can give him one of your stuffing. I
But
don't.
that's only on your turn, right?
So I'm going to lock a die in. I have no choice. I'm going to search. 3. No.
Nothing. You need a 4.
I'm going to search again. 4.
You get the top card.
Get the
Belongs
top
to you.
card. Scarf. +1 blue. Awesome. That's +1 to all blue results.
Hey, maybe that'll help you
Might help.
in a
Defend.
second here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack him because at worst we'll go to Bramble.
All right.
Get it.
I need a 6. No, I need a 5.
Yeah, but you
I
got
missed
a
him.
4.
Doesn't matter. He attacks.
Yes, he attacks you.
Oh, this stuffing. Hold it. This stuffy cannot gain stuffing.
Yeah, he's torn open.
Oh man, I'm ripped.
Alright.
3.
3
He's going to chew you
for 5.
for 5. So you need a 4.
Okay.
You're
6,
Good. You're good.
and I get to keep the die.
Okay.
All right.
So now it's my turn. I mean, this should be.
Oh, I've ruined it. Oh wait, all those dice go in the bag. Remember?
Oh.
Cheater.
You left a purple dice out of the bag after the minion by.
Yeah, I just
Turned
got
by the
it.
mouse.
I just got it.
Oh, okay.
There's 4 and 5.
Right on.
Okay.
Move
better.
and attack him with both of those.
Just move, attack, and let's go to Bramble.
All right, I'm gonna.
No.
I'm gonna move. 3.
Okay. 1, 2.
2. I'm gonna search. Denim vest. +1 to defending with blue dice results. Your stuffy cannot become worried. I don't want that.
Okay.
So it's discarded.
I'm gonna search.
Jeez.
Pleather vest. +1 to defending with purple dice. Your stuffy cannot become soggy. I don't want that. I'm going to attack him with a melee attack. I need a 6 or better. That's a 6.
Yep.
So I defeat him. I get a button.
Yep.
We don't necessarily have to go to Bramble, though, but when 4 things come out, the train's going to leave.
Yep.
Alright. So, that's the... We're probably going to get 4 things. That's the end of my turn.
Yeah, there was nothing else we could do.
Alright, so let's see if we can all get on the train before 4 black dice comes out. It would have to get back to me somehow.
You had a range 3. You didn't have to get off the train.
Yeah, but I needed the green dice to do ranged attack.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. I thought of the same thing, but
Okay.
you did the dice.
Is your weapon anything but a ranged?
It just says ranged weapon.
you would have to use a range. You
I
can't.
can't melee attack it.
Nope.
That's me right now.
So hold on. So he comes back.
Hold on. Unfortunately, he comes back because he cannot use a melee weapon.
He was here.
So he's
Okay. So he's going to attack
So
me
I-
again.
dead though.
No.
No,
No.
no.
still
We messed
debating
up. We
this?
messed up. We messed up. We
Okay.
decided with a ranged weapon you can't do melee attacks.
Yeah. You haven't done a melee attack with a ranged weapon.
No. So
No, it's fine. Everything
can
worked.
I hit him from there?
No,
I have a
because
range
you.
3.
Yeah, but you didn't have a ranged dice.
I have a green dice.
Did you have a green die?
Yeah, I used
Oh
it to
yeah.
move to
1,
here.
2, 3.
Can I hit him?
1, 2, 3.
3.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a ranged attack.
You need a 6.
Alright.
No.
I got 3.
Plus 1 is 4.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's
it worked
all
out.
that happened.
All
Bag
right.
in the
So
funny man.
what happened? So what did you pull?
So now it is Lex's turn.
Okay.
Oh, I'm the bookkeeper, by the way.
Yes.
Dan is back to being the bookkeeper.
Yep.
He is the keeper of the Reaper.
Hey, Brenda, how are you? Let me see if I'm missing anything. No, we're doing all right.
Oh.
What'd she pull?
Can we pretend not to see this?
Was it 4 black dice?
That's nothing.
That's
we can
okay
do.
because the thing is still the mongrel is still out.
Oh,
it's not a
okay.
big deal.
Okay.
It's really not a big deal.
So it goes there. That's fine.
I knew this was gonna happen.
There's nothing you can do.
I knew this was
You
gonna happen.
you didn't get anything for stuffies. That's fine. That's fine.
If the game just started and you got that, that's so bad.
6. So he's rushing me.
Rushing, and he's just gonna attack you for 4.
He's gonna attack me for 4.
So you need a 3 or better.
3.
You all right? He does no damage to you.
Man, I'm clinging on.
Why'd you lose a stuffing?
You just defended.
3. Oh,
He does no damage.
Oh,
to you.
because I had
You
the
have
plus
plus
1.
1 with the blue scarf. Yep.
oops. Come back here. I forgot I had the blue scarf. All right. So all this goes back into the bag.
Yep.
Mimi, try not to grab.
I'm gonna try. I definitely won't pull 4 black dice.
4 black dice. Come on.
That's the only. It would only happen to me. It would only happen to me. I promise.
All right, here we go.
Oh no.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Oh, nice one, man. Well, you can roll for stuffy.
Roll for initiative.
1, 2, 3, 4. So roll the 2 dice,
Try to get some stuffing back. Stuffing back.
or you can sacrifice one and give.
I'm bringing
Can she give me a stuffing?
Says you cannot gain stuffing.
Oh,
Because you're
okay.
torn.
All right. We need to get out.
Anybody need some stuff?
You should roll them both together. You can roll them together for 1 stuffing.
She can roll them individually if she wants.
All right, go ahead. Oh,
Okay.
never mind. Never mind.
Father.
And now you need like a 5 or a
He
6.
can't.
She
You
can't. I
can't
can't
gain
get it.
You need
he's
5 or
torn.
a 6. Yeah, you get 2.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, so then I'm gonna use. I don't want that. I can't do anything with that.
Search.
I'm gonna search
Okay.
With 2.
with 2.
Okay.
So you need a 4 or better.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Grab a
You
card.
get an item.
This is a play.
Oh, yeah, you can.
lid.
Wow.
When defending, add 1 to blue die results. When defending against a ranged attack, add 2 to blue die results.
That's
instead of
nasty.
1.
No, the other one is better.
No, but she can have all those. She has a helmet. She has something for her paw, and she has a shield.
Victoria, you didn't read the text on your teapot.
When defending,
Read the full text on the teapot.
When
This stuff
defending,
you-
add 2 to red die results. This stuff you can only attack using melee weapons.
but that doesn't matter. She didn't attack, since she's had that.
Okay.
She didn't attack.
This is for just defending.
Yeah, but when you have that equipped, you can only use melee weapons.
So you got to get a melee weapon.
You can only wear 1 piece of armor at a time. You should get rid of the teapot and keep the clay lid.
But that's an armor. That's a helmet,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
well, she needs to get a melee weapon somewhere. All right. So it really comes down to this.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get on here before. Here, give me the dice. I need to get on.
Trade your one of your buttons for the kitchen knife.
Now the nice thing is my ability. I'm getting on no matter what. 1, 2, 3, 4,
You wanna go
5.
that route.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, you just
I can't get a stuffing.
you just roll the pink dice. That goes there.
Yeah, well, no, actually, I'm going to trade a pink dice for a green die because that's my ability.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And boom, 1. Thank God.
You're on.
We're on
so
the
we're
train.
all on the train.
We're
So
all
now
on the
what
train.
happens?
So, what happens? Get to the train. If all stuffies are on train, see all aboard in section 7.1. If the train has left, explore the eye symbols and go forward. Return all dice to the bag except those stored on the card. Reshuffle the minion deck. Bookkeeper passes the bookkeeper in the following.
Okay, let me get this.
It doesn't say. Okay, so what happens? We did it. We made it. Doesn't say where we go next.
You're supposed to read all that stuff, aren't you?
He already did.
I already did.
On 7-1.
They plummet through. Blah, 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 blah. I read this, but it doesn't give me reveal sleep card. Okay, we reveal sleep card.
We did that at the beginning.
We
Yeah, we did that at the beginning. Okay. You watch in dismay. No, that passed. That passed.
So then.
If all stuff is not on track and lose.
I'm guessing it's just the
track.
next page. Yeah.
The thrill ride.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
that's
No,
if
that's
we
if
took the wagon. Yep.
Okay. So it doesn't tell us where to go next.
Well, then,
Oh, all right, so we did. We all got on all the trains.
Let me see. Where does it say what to do if you all get on the train?
I thought it was 13.
Oh,
1.
it's required use.
Red die to move onto the train. Well, we didn't do that.
Okay, that's all fine. All stuffies are on the train token. Turn to page 11.
Page 11, 11-1.
11-1. All right, we messed up. That's okay. We meant well. All right, so here's where we would go next.
Stop the train.
Stop that train. Return all dice except those stored on the cards to the dice bag. The bookkeeper passes the bookkeeper marker to the player on the left, which would be you. Then we would set up, and then we would have tons of battles going through this train. Awesome. Just what we don't need. All right, got it. So that makes sense. All right. Well, we figured it out, and we went through the first couple of missions here. So there's a lot going on here. It can get a little. The book can get just a hair confusing because it didn't make. It didn't point you in the right direction
It's like
here.
a choose your own adventure story.
Yeah, it's fine, but it didn't tell you to go down. Okay, the special rules. That's what we needed to see. To move onto the train, we could have done that at any time, so we were all right. Yeah, so we made it to the next thing anyways, so we would have made it no matter what.
Onto the train?
Yeah, because I could have used that pink die as a red die.
Right.
Okay. All right, so we're going to stop it here. I think you got a good idea how this plays. It's pretty interesting. I thought it was fun. Did you guys like it?
I like it a lot.
You like it a lot? All right, so you want to leave it here and maybe we'll do some more?
Yeah.
All right. So we went through, I don't want to ruin it for everybody. I didn't want to go through the whole first mission, but there is a lot going on. This is a lot of fun. It's not this real simple kid game that you think that it is. It's very deep. There's a lot of things going on.
I like how it's very engaging with the story.
Yeah, the story's very
Descriptive.
engaging. We're not even going to read Stop That Train. We got on the train, but there was another thing that we could have done. We could have got on a red wagon, which could have caused this. So the game changes every single time, and it really depends. If the train had left, we would have had to negotiate some of the other things here. What do you think of this, Just?
I think it was pretty. I think it was a lot of fun. I think we got a little bit tied up, which kind of derailed it a little. It didn't get derailed, but we got a little bit tied up trying to figure out how it works.
Yeah.
But now that I think we know how it works a little bit better,
Yeah.
it can become kind of in depth sometimes when you're trying to figure out what part is going next.
Now, what we're going to do is, I think, because no, leave those things there.
Oh, okay.
Because you're not going to be here tomorrow.
Correct.
So I think we're going to have Jerry take his spot.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, and then we may just continue on the venture.
Make
We
sure
may
Jerry
d-
knows he has the most powerful character.
So this is a lot of fun. The game was a lot of fun to put together and everything like that. It was just. This is a lot of fun. I really got to just get this down a little bit better. So I'm sorry if we kind of staggered through it. I thought we had the game down pretty good. There's a couple little nuances that you just got to make sure you do, and you got to make sure you read it thoroughly. So there you go. I think we got it. We had a lot of fun, like I said, and we are going to play. I'm going to decide whether we're going to play online or not. We may just keep going offline because I don't want to ruin it for everybody. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you had some fun. And now to close out the stream, you all need to sing "You Got a Friend in Me." Mark, jeez. Man,
It does remind me of Toy Story.
Did Justin lose? That's the most important part. Macho Squatcho said, "Did Justin lose?" That's the most important part.
Macho Squatcho, get on out of here. Coming with that noise.
When you guys should never unmask Macho.
This is a group game with we either win or lose together as a team.
Let me explain something to you, Macho, and I'm going to put it to you as quick. This stream here, there's no glitz, there's no glams, there's no wigs, there's no masks. Okay, all you see is 4 people playing what is on the marquee, and that's a game. Okay, plain and simple. Now, some people may think they're stars like you, but all I know that stars are up in the sky, my brother, and you better learn a hard lesson. How'd you like that promo?
That didn't make much sense.
No, it didn't make much sense, but it was
Didn't
going
make
pretty
much
good.
sense at all.
You know,
We were trying to talk trash to the Macho Squatcho. The sidekick. No, he's not a sidekick, is he?
He's a side member. He's not a sidekick.
No, he's not a sidekick. He would be shorter. That would make him.
He's taller than me, so it's kind of hard to say.
So
But he's a sidekick.
isn't there a rule that you have on your stream that a man is considered a man if he's
5'11".
5'11"?
Yeah, exactly.
Anything under is considered what?
Manlet.
A manlet?
Yeah,
Okay.
5'11"
There we
is
go. Okay, so now that we got the whole manlet thing figured out, I can't feel it, baller. Just make sure your son loses. All right, guys. That's enough for today. Thanks for watching this. We had a lot of fun. It was fun painting this up. Go out and get Stuffed Fables. You can get it at Miniature Market. Of course, who we're sponsored by. Alexis, say goodbye.
bye guys.
Mimi, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
We'll see you guys later.